Welcome back, beautiful souls. Today we're uncovering a profound secret that the happiest, healthiest seniors have discovered. It's not about endless adventure or constant excitement, but something far more gentle and deeply fulfilling. The art of living a beautifully boring life. You might spend years chasing the next big thrill, the grand trip, or the packed social calendar. But what if true peace, better sleep, less worry, and graceful aging are found not in the rush, but in the quiet, predictable rhythms of your everyday? Our story begins with Raina, a vibrant woman who, like many of you, imagined her retirement as a non-stop adventure. She envisioned travel, new hobbies every week, and a calendar bursting with exciting plans. But life, as it often does, had a different lesson in store for her. One quiet morning, as she sat with her coffee watching the golden sunlight spill across her living room floor, something profound shifted within her. She felt a deep, unexpected peace. A kind of calm she realized she hadn't truly experienced in over 40 years. This wasn't the thrill she had chased, but a gentle embrace. It was in that quiet moment that Raina realized something most retirees miss. A calm, predictable life wasn't a downgrade from her grand plans. It was, in fact, a deeply healing discovery. During your working years, excitement often came easily. Deadlines, responsibilities, the constant rush of surviving and thriving. It was a different kind of energy, a necessary drive. But what happens when that drive is no longer needed? Once Raina retired, she quickly noticed a shift. The very things that once energized her now felt utterly exhausting. She found herself yearning for something different, something softer. Loud environments, once tolerable, now made her anxious. Too many social events left her completely drained, rather than refreshed. New plans, no matter how appealing, often felt overwhelming before they even began. Busy days, once a badge of honor, no longer brought her happiness. Instead, they brought a subtle undercurrent of stress. She began to question. Maybe excitement isn't joy. Maybe it's just noise. And she was right. Her doctor even confirmed what her body was telling her. After 60, your nervous system craves stability, rhythm, and predictability. Not the constant chaos or stimulation it once tolerated. This wasn't about losing her zest for life, but rather refining it. It was about recognizing that the energetic demands of youth simply aren't suited for the wisdom and delicate balance of later years. For most of her life, Raina, like many of us, believed luxury meant grand gestures, expensive travel, designer clothes, big achievements, and an overflowing bank account. It was all about acquiring and experiencing more. But in retirement, her definition of luxury underwent a profound shift. It wasn't about what she could buy or where she could go. It transformed into something far more precious and intangible. Luxury became the simple, profound freedom of waking up without an alarm, letting her body dictate its own rhythm. It was the quiet joy of drinking her morning coffee slowly, savoring each sip without a rush. It was the ability to do just one thing at a time, fully present and undistracted. To let her day unfold gently, organically, without a rigid schedule dictating her every move. True luxury, she realized, was the power to say no without guilt, to protect her peace and energy. And perhaps most liberating of all, it was the feeling of having nobody expect anything from her. The world often tells us luxury is expensive, flashy, and sought after. But retirement teaches a different truth. True luxury is often quiet, unassuming, and found in the abundance of time and inner peace. She began calling it her quiet wealth, a richness not measured in bank accounts or possessions, but in the spaciousness of her days, the tranquility of her mind, and the deep satisfaction of simply being. The more Raina slowed down, the more she noticed something truly surprising about her body and mind. Her thoughts, once scattered, became remarkably clearer. The mental fog began to lift. Her sleep, which had often been restless, now deepened and became consistently more restorative. She woke feeling genuinely refreshed, a feeling she hadn't known consistently in decades. Her pervasive anxiety, a constant companion for years, significantly dropped, replaced by a sense of calm resilience. And, to her delight, a dormant creativity she thought was lost forever began to re-emerge. She then learned something truly shocking from a podcast interview with a neuroscientist. A predictable day lowers cortisol more effectively than a vacation. Think about that for a moment. Cortisol, the stress hormone, thrives on uncertainty and chaos. A predictable routine signals safety to your nervous system, actively reducing stress at a physiological level. The calmer your day is, the stronger your body becomes. This scientific insight completely transformed Raina's approach to her lifestyle. It wasn't about being lazy, it was about being smart, about nurturing her body's deepest needs for peace and stability. For so long, Raina, like many of us, felt a pang of guilt whenever she rested. The societal pressure to be constantly productive, constantly doing, had ingrained itself deeply. But now resting had become her superpower. She understood that true renewal doesn't come from pushing harder, but from allowing her mind and body the space to simply be. She would sit outside on her porch watching the gentle breeze move through the trees, completely absorbed in the moment. She listened to the symphony of birdsong instead of the insistent pings of notifications. Doing nothing, she discovered, wasn't unproductive. It was profound renewal. It was the essential pause that allowed her energy to replenish, her creativity to blossom, and her spirit to soar. And surprisingly, doing nothing brought something back into her life that she thought she had lost forever. Pure, unadulterated joy. Not the fleeting excitement, but a deep, simple happiness found in the everyday. One of Raina's most delightful discoveries was how incredibly exciting and vivid small things became again. When the noise of a busy life recedes, these tiny pleasures shine brighter than ever. A new candle, a fresh notebook, a comfortable pair of socks, a challenging crossword puzzle, a perfectly brewed cup of tea. These used to be background noise easily overlooked. Now they were bright, vivid moments of joy. When life gets quieter, joy gets louder. You learn to savor the subtle beauty that was always there, just waiting to be noticed. Raina now designs her days intentionally, creating a routine that feels less like a schedule and more like a warm, comforting blanket. It's a gentle framework for peace. Morning coffee, window-staring time, a slow walk in nature, a small, satisfying chore, a hobby in the afternoon, a comforting dinner, soft music at night. Each element is chosen for its ability to nourish. Her schedule is simple, predictable, and profoundly peaceful. And most shocking of all, this intentional slowness made unexpected room for creativity she never imagined possible. She wasn't boring. She was alive again, in a way she hadn't been in years. The quiet rhythm of her days allowed her true self to emerge, unburdened by external expectations. You don't need a busy life to feel alive. You need a meaningful one. And meaning in retirement often blossoms in the fertile ground of peace, predictability, and presence. Raina now proudly declares, "My life is beautifully boring, and it's the happiest I've ever been." Because boring doesn't mean empty. It means peaceful, predictable, grounded, safe, nourishing, and deeply fulfilling. The world might tell you to stay active, stay busy, stay social, stay productive. But remember this, your nervous system needs peace. Your mind needs slowness. Your heart needs quiet. Don't chase the life the world expects from you. Build the life your soul has been begging for. A life filled with quiet wealth, simple joys, and the profound beauty of being truly present. If Raina's story resonated with you, if it sparked a flicker of recognition in your own heart, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. We're here every week bringing you insights and stories to help you cultivate a life of profound joy and peace after 60. Share your own wisdom in the comments below. What beautifully boring activity brings you the most joy?